All right, so we're gonna step right out of the exit from the last video that you saw before this, if you're regularly watching, and right into the explanation of this right here. Let's just show it to you really quick. So this is my new to me 2006 Volkswagen Beetle. What's special about this car, other than it being another Beetle? Oh, we got some more rust falling off. Is that right there, 5-speed manual. Paired to a 2.5 liter inline 5. So if you're kind of guessing what this is all about, let me introduce you to my 2004 Volkswagen Jetta. So this is my 2004 Volkswagen Jetta. This is a US car. I live in Canada, so it's a Campanella white. It's bagged, it's on BBS LMs. It's got the full GLI kit, GLI headlights, OEM headlights, OEM roof racks, OEM roof box, paint match to the car. It was a tan cloth interior car. Previous owner did a full conversion, including a brand new headliner that was painted black. All the GLI pillars, black dash, Mark 6 Golf steering wheel, all the GLI trim. I put GLI seats in it, leather door cards, black carpet. I put a BFI shift knob in it recently. Yeah, it's had the works done to it. It's a really cool car. It's got, all the GLI bits, but it's kind of lacking in one very small department. The hood of this beautiful car is a not so beautiful engine. I mean, they work. I have one in my daily, but this is Volkswagen's 2-point slow, 2-liter 8-valve. It makes like 100 horsepower. It's gutless. And this car deserves more than that. Yeah, so I had a previous generation Beetle. Actually, I can show you a picture because we're talented enough to have great photographer friends that print me things. I had this beautiful bagged Beetle with a 5-cylinder before, and I absolutely love that engine. So when it came time to swap this car, I knew it had to be done. I want to put a 5-cylinder in it, but the easiest way to do that in a Mark IV is to buy essentially a Mark IV that has this already. So I picked this up on Facebook Marketplace, quite cheap, sight unseen. I saw a picture of the engine bay and the transmission inside. That's it. So obviously it showed up a little bit different. It did have front bumper headlights, but the headlights were broken. And yeah, so we're going to pull the power plant out of this and we're going to put it into this car here. If you're familiar with this swap in a lot of cars, it's a lot more popular now because these are good engines that make good power, and they're cheap. They're readily available. But we're doing this swap into this car. You can use the stock transmission. You got to shave the bell housing, trying to find ECU and stuff. It can add up. So I did it the easy way. I bought the whole car. So then I've got everything. I've got all the lines. I've got every little bit that I need. Obviously going to replace most of it, but at least I know what I'm looking for. And also, I'm going to retain AC in this car, which is going to be very easy because I have all the AC components and I can figure out what I need. So before we get any farther on this, I'm going to insert some clips of this getting dropped off and then getting it started because it did not start when I got it, and you'll find out why. So let's do that now. So I crank it and it does nothing. Is it seized? It has oil. I can't move that. Battery could be dead. Check see if all the fuses are good. That's glue in one of the fuses. we'll be back. I'm gonna scan it, see what's got in it for toads. All right, so it's a few days later. Got the Beetle here. Last clip you saw was it not starting. I found out why, so let me show you. So I checked to make sure the engine wasn't seized. I got a socket on there. It does crank over. So it wasn't cranking at all. So went to inspect my starter. I thought maybe it's seized, so I was hitting it with a hammer from the top, as you can see. But it was kind of missing something. Yeah, that's not gonna work. So I got a new used starter in there. You can't see it, but it's down there, right in that vicinity. So we're gonna give this a go and see if it works now. I don't even know where to put you guys, so I'm just gonna bring you along. Got the key. Obviously the intake's not hooked up, mass airflow sensor's unplugged. So as long as it runs, at least I know that it runs. Moment of truth. Let's go. And one of the other things that I really want to make sure works with this car before I start tearing everything apart is make sure that it drives. You just saw that it starts, runs healthy, but I don't know if the drivetrain is good. So next thing I'm gonna do is jack it up, get the front wheels off the ground, put a battery in it, try to get it to run and actually shift through the gears to make sure the transmission works. Obviously this was dropped off in a trailer. I have no idea if it works. The brakes are all seized, but I'm gonna disconnect some stuff. Just make sure all the running gear does move before I spend all this time pulling this out and putting it into my car. All right, so I got the car up on jack stands. It's not fun to watch, so I'm gonna put you guys down. Got a battery in it. We're gonna take the key and we're gonna put it in gear. Should probably open a garage door so I don't smoke myself out. So we'll open a garage door so I don't die. And then we're gonna try running through some gears and make sure it works. Let's do it. Okay, you just saw it here. It's cold in here, that's why you can see my breath. It does run, it does drive, shifting through the gears, transmission feels good, everything does work. I'm gonna leave the first video off kind of here, kind of explaining the project, you know, getting it delivered, getting it running, getting it driving, because the rear brakes are completely seized. Front are too, but yeah, so it runs, it drives, it's a good swap. And next video, we're gonna start tearing this thing into the car and getting it ready to go into this beautiful car right here. So like, comment, share, subscribe, tell your friends, tell your parents, tell everybody to come along on this journey. And thanks for watching.